on, guys? It's your boy Swole TCG, and we are out here with that fire, that heat, that amazing deck profile. Guys, I'm coming at you guys hard and fast. I've been uploading a lot recently. I'm gonna keep uploading. I'm gonna keep keeping you guys entertained. Let me know your thoughts, man. Tell me what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts in the middle. I'm trying to grow this community and make it more creative, guys. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you guys think about these profiles. If you guys got better tech choices, let's make a crazy, cool, diverse meta using these strong. There's so many strong engines people aren't abusing. That brings us to today's deck profile. Diabell Azamina Control. Guys, I just got back from locals and I'm posting this right now for you guys. I just won. All right, I just won locals with Diabell Azamina Control. All right, my last round was Malice. All right, I got him in game 3, and I played Mitsu Rizel, Crystron, and then a crazy Dragon Ruler Tenpai build, which I lost to. I lost to the crazy Dragon Ruler Tenpai build, which is crazy. But it was because of Spooky in game 3. So Spooky, game 3 time, that was the only reason we played it out. I did win, but it is what it is. TCG, we got time rolls, you gotta be aware of it. So sucks to suck, but it is what it is. But I did beat Malice, I beat Crystron, and I beat Mitsurugi Rizel with Azamina Diabell Control. I love this deck. I love this deck so much. I'm literally geeked out. I went so hard in building this deck. There's a lot of cool tech options that I'm still thinking of, and there could be other ways to play. There's cards in here. I didn't play Foolish Burial Goods, which could have been a really cool card, really cool concept to play. I can't wait to show you guys my tech choices and why I chose it. I'll get into it. But please, guys, let me know what you guys think. Hit the comments, man. Let me know. Let me know if you have more creative ideas so I can test them out, and then I can start brainstorming off of you guys and making even more cool deck profiles. So just let me know what you guys think on this, and we'll keep growing together. And guys, guess what? I got a Primite Fiendsmith loading up for you, and it's crazy. It is crazy, bro. Like, worse, you're ending on Baguska Pass, like, with a drill beam. Like, yo, shit's crazy. Like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and get on into it. Let me know what y'all think. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and hop on into it. So first up, we're gonna go through the main deck monsters, and then we'll go through the Spells Trap and Non-Engine, then we'll go to the extra deck and then side deck. So first up, our Diabell cards. So we got 3 of Diabell, the Witch of the White Forest. This card is phenomenal. This is one of your 1-card starters. I mean, 1.5 technically is a good pitch, but I mean, it just extends so much. It's awesome. This deck does play through Droll pretty well. I'm not too worried about Droll. Droll does hurt sometimes because you can't do like full combo with like your Azamina engine, but ending with your Diabell setup is pretty crazy, and you'll see why. 3 Witch. I decided to rock the alties today. I got every rarity and the alt arts of Witch, and I'm a fan of the alties. So I'm sorry I didn't bring the QCRs with me, but 3 Wish, it's also 1-card starter. It gets you into Sinful Spoils engine or just your Azamina engine. Obviously, Witch is Wish is crazy. 1 Vengeance. This is one where I'm honestly thinking about 2. 2 did come up today, but I'm just running the 1 right now. 1 was fine. Obviously, I still won with it, but I could have done more extending and pushing if I had the 2nd. So this might be a 2 of. 1 Diabell. This card won me 2 games. It won me 1 game against the Mitsurugi Rizel because they kept setting their spells, and then I popped it, and then I popped the other 2 spells that they were setting with Mo Regina. So like I just got them away from their ritual. So it was pretty funny. And then they also tried to use what is it? The purple level 4 that gets you the spell from the graveyard. I forgot his name, but that one targets in the grave to target a Mitsurugi card to add back to hand. So I had Saint on board, so he couldn't do it, so he couldn't even extend past it. So this deck is really oppressive, guys. It's really oppressive, and this card put in some work, and I'll show you easy ways to get to it too. If you guys want, I can do some shorts with like test hands of this deck too. Next up, we'll go through the spells and traps. So we got the Cursed Diabell. So this is also one of your 1-card starters. So this right here gets you to Philia, which will get you to her or to her. And you're always sending for cost. So like this, you can send this off of Diabell, and then Diabell can dump your Sinful Spoil Slumber, and then you can reset Slumber off of your Diabell of the White Forest, or you send this with Witch, and then it goes Chainlink 1 to add a card, Chainlink 2 to set, so then it protects you from getting ashed when you use Witch. And then it's the same thing with this too, like, because obviously you want this to resolve. So like if you send this to special out her, you go Chainlink 1 Curse, Chainlink 2 her to send, because you don't really need the Slumber. Unless you need the Slumber, then I mean, you know, if you think that they're gonna stop you, I mean, it's just up to you. Because you can send Slumber, or you can send this with her, because she sends Simple Spoils. Next up, 2 Philia. Philia is also your 1-card starter because it will grab you her or it'll grab you her. I wish this grabbed any Diabell. I wish there was an easier way to get to her, but the way to get to her through this engine is play the Diabell. So play the Diabell is pretty awesome. I was thinking about running 3 copies of Philia. It didn't feel as smooth, and especially like I wanted a new target in case like I send this, like I want another target. So play the Diabell is pretty fire, because since you send off of this, you're sending off of Hallowed. You can play this card pretty easily, and then it'll just dump Diabell. And then Diabell can come back either through Mo Regina, or you can use this effect where you banish it and then 2 other spells or traps, and then you can special summon an illusion from the grave. So I never used the second effect, I just only used it to Foolish Diabell essentially. So it's an in-archetype Foolish that sends this to grave, and then Mo Regina will revive this through the Azamina panel. So you can get to her pretty consistently if you want to. So if you know a deck is going to hurt from an anti-spell, you can easily do that. Continuing on, we'll go through the Simple Spoils package. So we got 1, 2, 3 posters. And this card is just, I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, the recycling from this, especially now that people know that when Slumber resets itself and you activate Hallowed and you send Slumber plus another card, and Slumber gets removed from play, you still get the fusion summon to get out Saint. I want to stress that again because it came up before. People called me out on that and said that wasn't possible, but it is possible as long as a Simple Spoils card hits grave. So, you know, you send Hallowed, you activate Hallowed, you send 1 into the grave, and then you send a reset Slumber and it gets banished, you can still summon out your Saint Azamina. So I'm just clarifying that again for you guys, just so you know that Slumber is busted, and I've done that and then used Wanted to shuffle back in Slumber from the banishment, so then I can reuse Slumber later. So it, like, Wanted, the recyclability from Wanted and Slumber is just absolutely absurd. So we got the 3 posters. 2 Deception. 2 Deception is fine. I wouldn't run any more than 2 because I'm not really running too much of the Azamina lineup for you guys to really want to run more than that. 2 Hallowed. Hallowed's broken. It's your other half of the engine. I like seeing Hallowed in my hand because you're running enough Simple Spoils cards that Hallowed's never really a break. You're going to see it. You're going to get to it. And the Diabell engine gets you to a Simple Spoils card because you'll get to your Diabell Star of the Vengeance, which is a Simple Spoils card, through the Diabell engine. So you're always getting a Simple Spoils card. So Hallowed's never a brick in your hand. 2 Slumber. Slumber is a god card. This card has won me so many games. It's so crazy. It's so versatile. Being able to reset itself for free and just being a Book of Boon just stops a lot of crap. It punishes Mouses so hard because he can't link off. It punishes Ryzel because he can't make the rank 4s, or you book the rank, for when you summoned out Duo Drive or something. Like, this card's just so crazy, man. It's just so crazy. Then the in-archetype way to your Diabell through the Simple Spoils engine is through Subdual. Subdual, you go draw phase, activate Subdual, specials out Diabell. So the cool thing about Subdual, right? So the effects are negated if you special it out. but it's only the activated effects. So Diabell's pop will be negated, but its anti-spell-esque lingering effect is not negated. So these still have to set spells and traps, meaning you can still use, if you have other pops on your field, aka the Diabell Star Vengeance or your Mo Regina, you still have pop. So it's still very relevant because obviously it's going to shut off quick plays, which is huge because we don't want them to do quick plays. And then and a lot of people don't expect it. They don't expect you to have this, and they'll either let it resolve, and then they're like, oh shit, I should have played that quick play. So card's crazy. And that will do it for the engine. So I have thought about Full Sparrow Goods. I have thought about the Extraphilia, and obviously the Vengeful. Let me know what you guys think about that. We'll go ahead and go into the non-engine. You're gonna see why the non-engine is pretty cracked. Look at this 9-engine, like it's wild. So 3 Purulia, and I want as much advantage as possible. 3 Fua. And this is just a God card, this format, so we need to play it. 3 Droll. Absolutely insane. It is phenomenal all day. I mean, if they're ashing that, they don't have an ash on my turn, so I can extend past, which is huge. It came up quite a bit. Droll is just a God card. I mean, obviously just ended people's turns. So, gotta love Droll. Next up for the hand trap, pretty standard. The only other hand trap, so this is pretty funny, I don't run ash. So in this build, I'm not running ash, and you guys are gonna see why here in a second. This is a more board breaker-esque approach. I like to draw, so we got the drawing cards, and then I like my opponent not being able to play so I can win. So we got the 3 Droll. Imperm is a board breaker-esque card. It's also a trap, which we need those for the Vengeance. And on top of that, Imperm's Imperm. It's too good. The spice, the sauce, this got me 2 games against Mouse, just because I just let them extend and then I super poly their board. So, and you'll see that as we get into the extra deck. So super poly, God card, can't activate effects to it. This card was freaking phenomenal. It was great against Mitsurugi. I outed the Mitsurugi board. I outed Malice very easily with this. It impacted him so much that he started playing weird and trying to end on just a Hearts Cryptor, and that's nowhere near enough because of how much Diabell can push. You need a lot more than that. Super spicy. Dragon's Mind. Guys, I'm cracked out right now. Like, I want to play this at 3. And for you guys that don't realize this, all right, this is why it's crazy, guys. 2,500 attack. 2,500 attack. 2,500 attack. 2,500 attack. All the Diabells are 2,500 attack. So you can send these for all their effects and then reset it, and you have an Omni Negate. You have a free Omni Negate that you can reset after activating the effects. This card is busted in the Diabell deck. It went crazy. This card is so freaking good. Why is this a common? I have no idea. Probably because if they printed this as a secret rare, it'd be like fucking $100 right now. I really want to play 3. I just didn't want to extend too much past where I'm at with my deck. The other 2 cards that I'm playing is 1 Thrust and 1 Talent. Talent's a God card. This doesn't need to be explained. That's right there with Super Poly. It's a God card. We don't really need to talk about that. That's pretty self-explanatory. Dragon Mind is like the super spice in this deck. Really want to run 3. Thrust is crazy. It searches you literally everything. I can't tell you how many times I've thrusted to a Curse of Diabell, or I have thrusted to a Slumber, and then continue extending because now I got my Simple Spoils or my Diabell, and I start sending for cost. And so it doesn't even matter if you can't activate it in it sets because you set the Slumber, then you use the Slumber, reset the Slumber, and it's just crazy, dude. So Thrust is just a God card in this deck, but I didn't want to max on it because it doesn't really do too much. But Dragon's Mind, I might go in, as you see the side deck, you'll see kind of like how I'm going about it. I think this should be a 3 of. I couldn't find a space. If you guys want to look for the space, that's absolutely up to you. I think it should be in there. Going forward, I might want to run 3, but I felt like it was fine. I felt like all this ratio felt so good. I felt very consistent today. I didn't think anything really felt bad. It felt very solid. I mean, all my test play and then going into the tournament, it just all felt really good. So extra deck, need to QCR this. This card's busted. It had people so scared. Your Book of Moon and your Poplar. So these are your two targets. Cool thing is, like, I used Diabell Star's effect on my turn because these drolled me. I pretty much ended on Vengeance, a Slumber, which Diabell of the White Forest, and I think one other interruption. It was either Super Polar Dragons, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter. And then, so I normal summoned Perulia because that was the last card in my hand. I activated Diabell Star's effect. I popped the Perulia to special out Poplar. So then I had Poplar on my side of the field. So I already had one interruption on top of my Diabell Star. So then I could just go into the Book of Moon, and then I had an instant synchro. And then you can go into Chaos Angel for another remove. Or it's just crazy, dude. Or you go in this guy. This guy's the beefcake, so I'd go into him. But that didn't come up too much. But typically when I use Diabell Star's effect, there's always the Book of Moon. I think I used Poplar probably like twice. Just like that one instance where it was like random. But it was good. It was good. I probably look around in there. I put this in there just because I'm running the others. This doesn't come up obviously because we're not running the White Forest for take advantage of the Poplar's effect. We only have the one White Forest card. So it was like, never came up. This can definitely be something else. I just threw it in because I needed an extra slot. Thinking about it, there's other options like Chaos Angel. I didn't put Chaos Angel in, and that did come up where I could have made a Chaos Angel, so I probably would have done that. Next up, the Azamina lineup, or I put in the Soul Silva on the Azamina, the one that nobody can pronounce. So Azamina lineup, we got Il Silva, Risalago, Mobrigina, Saint Azamina, and then Azamina. Konami, why did you do this to us? The most goated, most beautiful, craziest, awesomest kaiju Azamina, 4,000 beast stick, plus with Il Silva 8,000 damage to the face is a super rare? Bro, we better get a Starlight in the 10s, guys. We better get a Starlight in the 10s. I'm still salty about that. I was expecting this to be a QCR, but it is what it is. At least we got Saint. Saint put in work. Mobrigina put in work. This card also put in work. The follow-up, the crackback with being able to sack was just so insane. And also the protection from destruction effect is absurd. It is absolutely absurd. So just something you guys should be aware of. Like, this card gets protected from destruction as well, which is so cracked. The ability to tribute this after going for game, dude, like, I can't talk about this engine enough, man. It's just, all these cards are so good, bro. These cards are so good. White Forest locking you out of darks is just a crime. That's why I can't with White Forest, man. Like, Azamina is the best engine, guys. If you're gonna play Azamina and the Diabell Star stuff, man, it's Azamina Diabell control. All right, Super Poly targets, baby. Here we go. This is the dude that cracked mouse. This card's so good. And it just says you don't take damage, too, so it's like wild. Obviously the Guru, Dracostapelia, and Mud Dragon. This got me out of the Protoss lock because you send, I made a Garua, I had a second Super Poly, and I Super Poly Garua and then Protoss when he activated the effect to call Darks. So that was pretty funny because this requires a fusion and then one dark monster. So this was a fusion, Protoss is a dark, so I did it before he called the dark. But it was pretty funny. Next up, we got SP and IP. These cards didn't come up at all. Didn't play them once. Didn't need to. Literally, I'd say the MVPs of the extra deck were him, Risalago, Saint, and Mobrigina. These were definitely the MVPs. A lot of times, like, I didn't respect Nib at all. And, like, this deck doesn't really play into Nib, too. Especially if you have, like, a lot of your hands are in mid, so you'll end on, like, 4 summons, and that's fine. If you do fear Nib, you don't have to go in this. But, like, I like doing the Diabell lock. Like, if you're confident in it, like, doing the Diabell locks is just so crazy. And, like, you can play through Nib pretty well. I mean, it's not horrible to go through Nib. But those guys just put in
so much work. It was just insane. And then this guy was just phenomenal as well. I might try to find a way to put in more Diabell Star cards. All right, so extra deck, the 3 of, and everybody's extra deck Lancia. We won't got to talk about his Lancia. The spice, guys, here we go. This is how cracked out I am. All right, Lava Golem. I love Golem, the Christian player. I love Golem, a couple people. It's just funny. You don't normal summon. Like, you don't ever normal summon. If you're normal summoning in this deck, like, something's really weird. But so, like, Lava Golem was just like fire going second. So, like, it was just board breaker-esque. Obviously, it's not crazy good into the Mitsu Rizel, but I mean, it's still clear the names and burn their effect before you get started. Burn the summon and blow up effect before you get started. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You could probably change this out. This is probably a flex spot, but because you already have a good bit of board breaking. The rest is pretty much going first. Call by cross out, the standard. 2 Fossil Dyna. This should be 3. This card was awesome. This literally got me in my the game 3 in Mouse. Because I drew this, I still had 2 Diabells on the board. Some of this, he couldn't do anything, and I just kept pushing. So this this card's cracked. This card's cracked. This should be at 3. This is a great card. You don't have to normal summon, so why not be more controlling when you're going first? So it's pretty funny seeing this card. Love it. The other 2 Thrust, put them in going first. Thrust is a great card in this deck. More Thrust targets, Black Goat, DDG, and D-Barrier. These are fine. Going forward, I think a good tech option, and I probably want to find room, obviously, for 1 more Fossil Dyna and then 3 Salesman. Just because, like, why not just call Droll so you can just full on extend or call whatever you're afraid of. And Salesman is just good going second too. So I might play Salesman, 3 Salesman in here. Just not 100% sure what I would take out. Might be the Black Goat, and like I might just take these 6 out and then find something else to play. But Lava Golem was pretty good. It was not bad going second. It was just like an extra board break. It was funny against the Christian because they literally couldn't do anything. It was funny against another deck. I forgot what it was. Couldn't do anything, same thing. DDG was great. But not a huge fan of Black Goat just because of Dragon's Mind is so much better inside the Diabell version. Inside White Force, yeah, Black Goat's crazy, and Black Goat is a crazy card, but it's just, Dragon's Mind is so much better. And being able to reset Dragon's Mind on top of that and it being non-engaged, just wild. So, but those are the flex spots. And that is it for the deck profile. Peace.
All right, guys, so that was my Azamina Diabell control deck profile. I hope you guys loved it. I hope you guys liked it. You know, let me know what you guys think. Azamina has to be one of my favorite engines. The Diabell Sport's way too crazy. I think Wake Forest is mid. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to say it. I do think Wake Forest is mid. I think the Azamina engine, the Azamina cards, the Azamina fusions, the Diabell stars, the Diabell cards are just so cracked, so crazy. And this deck was superb. So let me know what you guys think, if you would make any changes, if you think there's other tech calls that I should have taken consideration, or what you thought would be better ratios. You know, let me know what you guys think. I'm loving to hear it. And let me know what deck I should also cook up, or if you guys know of any other creative deck ideas, let me know. Let me hear it, and we can cook up some crazy ideas together. But next up will be Primite Fiendsmith. I'm really excited about this one. This one, Primite Fiendsmith has to be the most oppressive and controlling deck next to Fiendsmith Mitsurugi. It's almost hand in hand, just because we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it for the deck profile. Y'all gonna have to catch that deck profile. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about this one. I love Azamina engine. It's one of my favorite engines in the game. Probably my favorite archetype in the game, next to Fiendsmith. And the Diabell, just, I hope we get more support. I hope we get some more support. But let me know what y'all think. Stay blessed, stay swole, and make sure y'all hitting the gym, going for a walk. And just go for a walk, bro. Get your steps in, guys. Get your steps in. That's all it takes to stay healthy. Get your steps in, all right? So look forward to hearing from y'all.